emails you're gonna get. Try to sit in the same, people are weird about moving your seats around.
Mhm.
So I like to sit in the same spot, but make friends around whoever you're going to sit it with. And then typically, they have a group of friends. And if you hang out with them, then you'll learn their friends, and then their friends will have their friends. Um, I'll be honest, I still don't know some people in my class. It's a pretty big class and we're
Yeah,
all
me
pretty
too.
busy. But I would say I know a good half of our class pretty well. And there's 128 of us, something like that.
I think like 100. Is it that much? Maybe
Our
100.
numbers change just
They
a
change
little
every
bit
semester a
every
little bit.
semester. 120-ish.
120-ish, yeah. You were very upset.
Yes, the Vimcast did take forever. I
It really
agree.
did.
Um, yeah, let's see. What would I have wanted to impart upon people when I was,
If you can go to your in-state school, like if you're here and you get in-state, that's ideal because you're going to get a great education no matter where you go. Unless you really, really, really want to do case-based learning, then you want to apply to Western or Virginia Tech or something like that. I did not want to do that, so I did not apply to those schools, and I didn't have an in-state school. So I did a lot of which school doesn't track, and so that's why I applied here.
yeah. I know that when I was applying to K-State, they did a lot of seminars over their Facebook page to there were financial things, and that might have been
No, they did. Yeah, I remember that in the Facebook group too.
in the Facebook group, and that might have been when I was already accepted but hadn't accepted my acceptance.
Mm-hmm.
But things like that are offered by a lot of the colleges. So if you get financial advice from any of the places, I would go to one of their seminars because it was really helpful in learning about the different types of student loans, which I didn't have to take out in undergrad.
Same.
So learning about that was always really interesting. Um, Time management is a really important skill to have. I like being super organized, so I have a big expo calendar on my wall, and I write down um, which quizzes are due when, which assignments are due when, which exams are due when.
Mm-hmm.
Our class is really big into sharing things. So I know our classmate Levi, at the very beginning of the semester, oh my gosh, it was so helpful. He
Right.
made a big PDF of when everything was going to happen, and he emailed it to the entire class. I know that last year, when we were taking some of the classes, or last semester even, we had a lot of very particular things, like in parasitology, when you had to learn a lot of very specific nuances about different things. A lot of us made charts and we would just post it in the group chat or send it out to email. And so we shared a lot of our resources. So I highly encourage you guys to share your resources. I think that makes a great study resource. So your best resources, back to that question, are your students and each other.
Your peers and your upperclassmen too. They're all so nice. And I was so lucky to enter into a home that at the time when I was just a first year had 2 third years. And so they had gone through everything before and they were just so incredibly helpful to have somebody who's been through it already to lean on and to help me and for them to give me their old notes and they can show me and they're like this is how I studied for this class and they'd have different study habits but I could take both of them and create my own study habit from them and it was just really great and I don't think I would have done nearly as well or been nearly as happy if I didn't have somebody to lean on like that who had already been through it. Not just like I could lean on people who were currently going through it with me and commiserate with them and be like that with them, but I could really lean on my upperclassmen and nobody had any qualms about that. They were just so nice, so
Yeah.
great. I'm so happy that I got into the situation I got into.
Yeah. And it is really important to find a place where you're going to be happy where you live, because mental health is a very important thing. especially in the field of veterinary medicine. You're going to be stressed. First year is comparatively one of the easier years, although it's different for everyone. But you do get a little bit more free time, although ours could have been a little different because of COVID hit during her second semester.
Yeah.
But it's important to find somewhere where you're gonna be happy. Get a pet if it makes you happy.
Absolutely get a pet, period. You're gonna need something that you want to like love on and take care of when you've
Yeah.
had a good day, when you've had a bad day. You gonna want something.
Yeah, I stole my roommate's dog for a time when I was having a really rough day. I didn't have a pet yet, so I would just steal her dog. I lived with second years, which was also super helpful. And upperclassmen in general are really supportive of younger classmen. I'm currently living with some fourth years right now who are in clinicals, and they are super awesome. They also really like it because they're studying for their NAVLE, and so it's great review for them.
I
So
saw one of your roommates in the when I was working in the ICU and we were doing a laceration repair, and then she was like, "Oh yeah, Laura's my roommate." And I was like, "Oh, Laura's my friend."
which
Have
one? Was it the ginger one or long brown hair?
long brown hair.
That's
believe.
Kayla.
Yes, I think so. You hit the point in vet school where you overanalyze anything that goes wrong with your pet. Always, absolutely. Celery, right here. Sometimes he gets very upset. I'm not sure actually if he's a boy or a girl because I haven't gone and gotten him sexed because there's no need to at this point. But sometimes, like right now, he's in a mood where he gets really diggy and upset, and I'm very afraid that he's a female and he's going to be egg bound, and I overanalyze that constantly. But he stops after like a day, and he just has like a day every month that he goes crazy. But I absolutely overanalyze everything that goes wrong with my pet. Not when it's anybody else's pet, and I get people who call me and they're like last night, one of my friends called me and she's like, "My 90-pound Weimaraner ate my underwear. What do I do?" And I'm like very calm, cool, and collected with her. But if it was my own dog who ate my underwear, I'd probably freak out quite a bit more. Even though I know theoretically it's probably going to be fine, especially when it's a 90-pound dog. I'm like, he's probably eaten worse. But she got her dog to throw up her underwear, and I don't know if I'd have the calmness to do it to my own dog, even though I can direct other people enough.
I've only had Zipporah for 2 weeks, and I found her in a barn. It was my roommate boards her horse there, and the owner was looking for someone to take the cat because the cat just wasn't living barn life well. It wanted to be an inside cat, which she clearly loves being an inside cat. And the day I picked her up, I immediately took her to the hospital, and I was like, I'm afraid she's gonna lose her eye. She's horribly managed. She's got an upper respiratory infection. She's clearly a herpes cat. And I started listing everything. And then she was back in the hospital today for a recheck. And I was like, what if this is wrong? And what if this is wrong? I haven't even had this cat 2 weeks, guys. And I'm already like 100% invested. Also, I check her stool like every time she poops. It's like a totally normal vet student thing to do.
I do that with Celery. I check his poops, make sure they're looking all good and normal.
Oh yeah, the amount of information I have on poop, guys. We spent an entire day talking about poop on with lectures on like the diarrhea lecture in GI. I know so much about poop, but it's very useful because I like when I go and inspect my cat's poop, which is how you truly love your pet, guys. Is yes, I definitely overanalyze everything my cat does. But it's also really helpful too because you know when not to panic.
Yeah.
Like she was like I woke up at 4 a.m. to my cat puking on the bed, and I was like, ugh, what do you want? And then she deposited a nice hairball, and I was like, maybe that's why you didn't eat yesterday. And then I just picked it up and went back to sleep.
I hate waking up to the sound of vomiting animals.
It was great. And she had to deposit it right next to my face. You know, like, Mother, I have a gift for you.
She needed to make sure you would clean it. You would know.
Yeah. That was very kind of you, wasn't it? Guys have more questions? We're happy to answer them. We're happy to talk about anything. You can broach.
I can share my screen and show you our schedule if you want me to.
Oh,
like our class.
Oh, I wrote one down, but it's not even right.
Just kidding. They've disabled screen sharing. I cannot.
I can hold one in front of I don't think. Yeah, can you guys see
Oh,
this?
you're gonna fix it. I can't see anything on that. I'm so sorry.
All right, let's see. I
Hold
will
up,
read.
I can do it now.
Oh, okay,
Alright,
she's
share
fixed
my
it.
screen. Share. All right, can you see my screen? This is
Almost. It's loading. Okay. Yep.
okay. This is our schedule for this year. I always have this up. I find that this schedule is very helpful. I also write everything down in like my own planner, but you see up here we have systemic path, and then we have our lab, and then we have virology. We have lunch every day. Clinical skills is a little different this time around, so we're only in one of these blocks per week. Hello, Arya Stark. There's another cat up here. I'm meeting
We're
with.
gonna fight him.
Do you want to bring her? But so I'm like in this clinical skills on Monday from 3 to 5. Can we see Arya Stark and me talking in this tiny box? Whoa, she's the best cat. The best. My
Okay.
roommate,
She can tie with Zipporah, I suppose.
she's the best. She's very sweet. She gives nose kisses. She was bottle raised. We love her.
Zipporah will bite your nose. Never. Gently.
Arya Stark would never. But these are classes. So we're in only one of these clinical skills boxes per week. Usually we're in there for much longer, but because of Corona and the way they have to, the way they want to separate classes and make sure everyone's social distanced is by splitting us up. So we're only in one, and we have some online views or online videos to watch prior to class sometimes. During the first half of the semester, we're in pharm. And during the second half, which is coming up very soon, we're going to switch from pharm to toxicology, and that's why it looks like that. We have our electives. My electives are actually on this Tuesday right here, and then this Friday one is actually after class. So I have a 2-hour break on Friday, and then I'm in the disaster response elective. So basically, I'm taking a bunch of FEMA online courses to become certified in responding to disaster. Theoretically, if a disaster hits, like a tornado, fires, even something like an act of terrorism here, which is more likely because of the NBAF thing right here, I can be called up to help manage the animal side of it. So that's a really cool elective, and they just released that elective, I think this semester. It's really neat. But then we have radiology, we have radiology lab and ClinPath lab. So for the beginning of the day, you'll have one, and the end of the day, you'll have the other one, is how they're doing it right now because of Corona. Radiology lab is mostly online. You do whatever you want for those, but that's pretty much our schedule. I can show you like our calendar. This is like things that we have due on any specific day, any specific week. You can see all this. You can see some people messaging me on Facebook. If I go to our courses or our dashboard, you can see all of the like courses and stuff. And I'm sure you guys use all this Canvas stuff, but you can see like what we're doing and what is completed, what needs to be completed. And that just kind of gives you a look at how much stuff we have to do. And it looks more like a lot, but a lot of these quizzes take like 10 minutes. And it's really not that long. Some of them, like these problem sets that I have not done yet, is going to take me probably an hour.
No, that one was really good. It took
Oh,
me.
was it?
Yeah, it wasn't like the last one at all. Thank goodness.
The last one took me quite a long time.
Yeah, the last one took me like an hour.
But like we had an exam. You can see we had an exam. I had an essay due for my animal welfare class. This was turned in person, this canine physical exam form. But you can see that we have quizzes due. We have discussion boards due, quizzes later. But that's just, if I can show February.
A lot of courses will have like weekly quizzes to make sure you're keeping on the material, but they're usually like quick little 5 or 10 minute quizzes.
They're not too bad. So, but this is just kind of an average look about your online assignments, about how much there is per week.
And it does look like a lot, but as long as you're keeping track of everything,
not at all. And that calendar function helps, and so does writing everything down.
Yeah, it's keeping organized. I tried keeping a planner in the first semester or first year, and that proved well for a while, but then I would forget to take it out and look at it. So my expo board on my wall is very helpful because like I can't not look at it because it is right at eye level.
Yeah. A lot of people have different ways to do it. One of my friends, Bethany, she does everything on Google Calendar. So she puts all of her things in the Google Calendar. I do a handwritten planner. There's the expo calendars that you can use. There's lots of different ways you can. And some people just straight up go off of the Canvas calendar, which makes me a little nervous because sometimes things aren't where they say they're supposed to be, or they change the due dates. They always announce when they're changing the due dates.
Yeah.
It just makes me nervous, and I like to just write things down and I kind of highlight when I check it off.
Most professors are pretty good about communication, but there are always
Dr.
some
Kucinich
slips.
is not.
There are always some slips. So
He just doesn't like email.
we communicate via our group chat when someone hears something so that everyone else can know.
Yes. Also, speaking of the planner, I told Alex I would mention this. We are doing a Vet Med Rocks planner fundraiser. So we had one of our classmates, or one of the students, created this animal-oriented planner, of course, and it's really cool. On the inside, there's lots of space to write down everything you'll need for your daily planning. It's really cool. I think it's like $30 if you want to do it, but it's a year-round. It's a year-long planner, and it's really cool, really helpful.
Yeah, it's a fundraiser for this club. So
Here for us, so we can help keep spreading. And when hopefully this is ending, and I got a notification that they want to make all of the vaccines available for all adults by May 1st. So hopefully that would be so nice. Wouldn't it be so nice? I want to be vaccinated so bad. Anyways, hopefully since they're planning a full in-person fall semester, it would just be really nice to have like that planner and be able to actually plan things. And it's really nice to have that fundraiser because we will be out there more, doing more outreach events, doing more football tailgate things, going to more schools, going to the Boys and Girls Club, going and doing these things. And it's just really helpful to have the funding to do that, so we can like buy items to get the kids engaged, because obviously you guys are here because you love Vet Med, you're in the pre-vet club, but 7-year-olds aren't. You want something to entice them, and then they're like, oh yeah, I do love
them with the teddy bears.
Yeah, you bribe them with teddy bears, you bribe them with some cool things. I am actually part of another group called This Is How We Roll, and we go to the Boys and Girls Club and we showed them about STEM medicine and vet med also, and we do everything. Like I brought the smears eye test things, because we're doing like eyes, like, oh, animals have eyes too, animals need eye doctors too, and it just intrigued them so much. I literally put it in my own eye and measured my own tear production.
Was it more than 15?
Yeah, it was good. It was all good, but we need like funds to be able to go and show these kids, and the kids, like, we'd go every week and they'd recognize you, and it was just really nice. It's really nice to be able to have these outreach events and be able to share the love with all of
That's another
these
thing I recommend about vet school is don't join every club. You will be overwhelmed. There are lots of them.
did
But
the first
I would,
semester.
yeah, I did a lot the first semester because you kind of want to figure out what you like. In first semester, you have the time and you like the free food. But I would pick like a few clubs that you really get interested in. Like I love pathology, so I'm in the pathology club, and I loved being active in the community. So I chose Vet Med Rocks, and I got really interested in it and really active in it. But pick a few clubs that you really like. Dues are like $5 for the semester, and with COVID right now, we're waiving a lot of the dues. Vet Med Rocks doesn't have any dues, so
they never have
clubs
dues.
don't.
We only get our money from fundraising.
Yeah. So pick some clubs. It's also a great way to make friends, not necessarily even only in your own year. Like I made a really good friend that was a third year and first year. And I actually ended up going to a conference all the way down in Texas with him. And it was really interesting.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah.
So pick some clubs, get involved in them. It's also great for your CV to put that you're a member of your club. It's also really easy to get involved on the elective board in clubs.
Mhm.
So also great for your CV. It's great in general.
It's really fun, and you get to interact with more professors too. Like my second semester, so first year, second semester, they created a new club, which was the Pain Management International Veterinary Academy, a pain management chapter, and it was completely new. So I just ran for officer board, and I was vice president. I got elected vice president, and the girl who was president is now current fourth year, so she had to step down as president. So now I'm president of that. And it was very easy for me to get to that role. And I just have talked to so many new people. I've talked to local businesses here in Manhattan who do like platelet-rich plasma for pain management. And I've gone to the KVMA conferences, or the one conference they had since I've been here, since Corona happened. But I've gotten to meet a lot of cool people doing that. And it was really easy to get involved. And it's just really neat. Highly recommend.
I just wanted to show off my bearded dragon.
Hi, buddy. Oh my goodness. What's their name?
His name is Douglas.
Hi, Douglas.
Like a little
Douglas, look at their little pancake. Oh my goodness.
He was trying to crawl off of my hand, and I was just waiting for a time where nobody was talking.
Gosh, I love him. Thank you so much.
Oh, I love him too. He can be your class mascot. Okay?
Yeah.
We should have that as like a rule for vet school. Like someone in some class has to have a bearded dragon. And
Token bearded dragon.
I'm gonna speak to some type of upper management about that.
Talk to Dr. Ross.
No, I'm going straight to Dr. Roush. Take it straight to the
They all
deep.
have very similar names. Dr. Ross, Dr. Rush, and Dr. Roush are all of our top people, and they're very similar names. It's a little confusing sometimes.
I'll be honest, I still have to go to our student handbook and look at faces sometimes. It's very, very handy
It's fair.
to look at people up. But
I just wanted to pop on and show my kitten. His name is Tempera.
Hi, Tempera.
look at his ears.
You know, like tempura. Oh, baby. Hi, friend. I love the witchy kitties. I love the
Right?
black cats. I love him.
Right?
Yeah, he looks like his ears are too big for him.
He's turning 22 weeks tomorrow.
Oh, he's a precious angel. Look at his little collar with his little bell.
Oh yeah, he absolutely has to have a bell because in the dark he's obviously you can't see him.
Your cat.
Yep.
Hello, friend.
All right, guys, we've started a trend. Let's see some pets on these cameras.
You never grow out a baby talking your animals or any animals.
No, I just got her 2 weeks ago. We're pretty sure she's like 12.
I will baby talk any animal I see.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hello. Hi,
She
friend.
doesn't like my dog, which is right below, so she's gonna freak out. But
Oh,
this is my best friend.
my bestie.
Her name's Phoebe
Hi,
from Friends.
Phoebe.
She acts just like her.
Oh,
There was another cat behind you too, a gray one.
oh wait, Tessa,
Yeah, that's my
showing a
fiance.
cat.
Yeah, here's my cat. Her
Oh,
name is
so
Lixie.
fluffy.
Gosh, there's so many cats happening.
Oh,
So fluffy.
Oh, I'm sorry. Your dogs are 2.5 hours away. I have my dogs are also in Tucson. I have 3. I have a husky who's like 13. Her name is Nikita. I have a cattle dog who's 4. Her name is Kobe, and I have a Shih Tzu who's 3, and her name is Snips.
My dogs are back
How
in New
far
York,
away?
and they are all ancient. We have a beagle that is maybe 12. Who knows? We found her in a hoarder house. My mom did. She's a paramedic. And then we have a 15-year-old Yorkie and a 16-year-old Lhasa Apso and a 13-year-old Chihuahua who was not a Satan Chihuahua. He's just fat and lazy. He doesn't hate people. He just doesn't want to move.
Patches is a pit.
Oh, pit boxer. And I love border collies. They're so
Pitties.
smart.
I love the pitties.
I love pitties.
There's a big dog.
Oh,
My,
look
we have
at the
another dog.
baby.
A golden retriever too.
Oh,
He's like,
Look at the baby. Look at him being held like a baby. He's just so happy. He's just like, okay, mom.
why don't you look at the camera? Look over here.
look at this. Could be your friend.
He's like, yeah, no.
I love him. He's beautiful.
Yes. Look at all these babies. Whoever has this little picture, Lucy, you have this little picture of this tiny kitten as your avatar, and that kitten is
Oh my God, I
adorable.
see. I also see Sally has a horse. We love that. My
Oh.
roommate has a horse. The horse's name is Annie. Annie is pregnant and is gonna foal sometime in April.
Oh, that's so exciting. Oh my goodness.
We're very excited.
Be sure to send snaps.
Oh,
And then Maddie, I love your picture. Is that a German Shepherd? He is beautiful. Oh, he's gorgeous.
I see, beautiful. That's it. That's all the animals.
That's okay. We appreciate all the animals. Honestly, half of our Zoom calls usually devolve into looking at cats, and that is for
That's okay.
most
I
of.
get it.
It's perfectly
Tell 'em
fine.
Do you guys have any more questions?
Rolo.
Oh, I love that. Rolo. Like the candies?
Candies. I had a girl I worked with back in Tucson, and all of her animals were named after candies. There, she had a Rolo. She had a black and white Shih Tzu named Junior, like Junior Mints. She had a Kit Kat. She had a Hershey. It was very cute.
Oh my goodness, that's awesome. All right. Any more questions about vet school? I do always feel obligated to tell people, I feel like you guys are a lot more certain about things, but be certain that this is what you want. It is a very stressful 4 years you're about to enter. It's also really rewarding. You're going to meet some really great people, but it is a lot of work. It's a lot of stress. You're going to put your body through a lot. You're going to put yourself through a lot. There's a lot of resources for mental health on campus. Don't be afraid to reach out.
The vet school employs 3 counselors now. I think we have 3 now, which is really nice, and I've definitely utilized them when I needed it.
Yeah, we also have like a little workout room, and they just got us massage chairs in the basement. So always just, I'm sure you guys have thought about these things because you're obviously the pre-vet club. But just make sure you know, because, and sometimes you don't know. I'll be honest, I didn't know I wanted to go to vet school until I was applying for vet school, because I had always planned on going for my PhD, and then I was like, you know what, let's do vet school instead. But it is very trying. So I always want to warn people what you're getting into. It's always really great, but you want to make sure you have a firm foundation. Have somebody nearby that you can talk to or call back home, and lots of chocolate, because
Lots
it's
of
a
water.
lot.
Make sure you drink your water, kids. Oh my gosh, I would get so dehydrated in class. But
and with these masks too, because I feel like they always make me thirstier because your like lips get all dry.
dry up your skin. I firmly believe that, and it's fine. And I'd rather my skin be dry than me spurting out germs. But yeah, I agree to definitely have like some sort of support system. I think you should have a support system consisting of somebody who's going through it with you, who already went through it, and who's completely disconnected from it. You need I think you need all parts of that. Like, I need to be able to go and call my mom and be able to rant to her, and she has no idea what it is. She works at a bank. She doesn't know any of this, but I need to be able to talk to her, or I need to go and talk to my boyfriend, who I will constantly just be upset sometimes, and then he's just able to just calm me down, and he's not in it. He's in finance. Like, he doesn't know anything that I'm talking about, but he gets a lot more information because I'll tell him things throughout the day. And then I'll see my roommates who have gone through it all before, and I'm like, this is happening, and she's like, yeah, but if I can do it, you can do it. And I'm like, thank you, I appreciate that. And then if I need even more, I just commiserate with my group texts of friends, and I'm like, okay guys, this is terrible and I need some help. And everyone here is so quick to help you. They're so quick to say, what do you need? Do you need us to come over? Do you want to come over? Do you want to rant about it, or do you want a distraction from it?
Yeah. Sometimes like people will post in there that they need a ride somewhere. Someone down the street like broke her leg, and the people were like offering food. Like, there was one day I was sick and I said I wasn't coming to class, and I had like 3 people text me and offer to bring me soup, which was the sweetest thing. And I was like, oh my gosh, no, I can't keep the soup down, but thank you so much. So it was just, people are awesome here. And it is a really hard thing that you're gonna go through, but it's just 4 years. And I believe that you all can do it. I believe that you can all can get there. And at the end of the day, when you come out, we're all gonna be doctors and it's gonna be awesome.
It'll be so fun.
Heck yeah. Yeah. Thanks, guys. You have honestly been probably our most interactive meeting of the entire semester, if not
Oh,
year.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, it's because we did our animal show off.
It's exciting. Guys, our emails are really easy to find. Feel free to just email us. We'll always respond.
Yeah, I'll type my email in here right now.
Yeah, I'll put mine in too. If you have questions, if you just want like a tour of the school,
If you need somebody to send you funny TikToks.
if you want vet school memes,
Yeah, we have lots of memes. I have
All
lots
the
of
memes.
TikToks. If you want pictures of lizards or dogs or cats, we also have guinea pigs and fish in this house. I got you.
I can go to the herpetarium, get you pictures of
Oh, yeah.
snakes.
The snakes. I love the snakes. I love Max's snake. Maisie.
Okay, that's me.
Okay.
So feel
I
free
sent
to
that
reach
to
out
you as
to
a
us.
direct message. I didn't send that to everybody. That's my
It's all good. But good luck with the rest of your, yes, memes are life. Memes are
agree.
everything.
You
Good
had-
luck with the
you
rest
had
of your
some
semester,
competition.
guys.
Oh.
Feel free to reach out if you need anything. And I really hope to be seeing some of you in the vet school soon.
Yeah. Especially for full in-person classes. It'll be so great.
Fingers
Yeah.
crossed.
I'm so
Fingers
excited to see
crossed.
everybody's real faces all the time instead of just their eyes.
Yes, because I can't tell if people are smiling.
I try to make sure I'm like
Yes.
at everybody.
Then I just look like I'm squinting at them, and then they're like, "Do I have something on me?" Then I just look like I'm suspicious. Anyway, have a great day, guys. I'm gonna log out now so I can go do some laundry.
Okay, thank you
Bye.
guys.
Bye.
Thank you.
Okay, so for everyone here, we do have one other thing to do real quick, and then we're going to do officer reports as fast as we can. Like I said at the beginning of the meeting, we do now have a direct link, aka our new vet school advisor, Dr. Pullman, with us tonight, and I'm going to let her introduce herself quickly. I believe Jamie, who is our social media officer, is going to be having her as one of our feature Fridays coming up soon, either tomorrow or next Friday, and she'll be featured there. But I'm going to let her introduce herself real quick, and then we'll go into officer reports.
Hi. So so I graduated from vet school in 2001. I am Canadian, and so I graduated from the University of Guelph, and then I practiced in small animal general practice. And I really developed two loves, and that was shelter medicine and clinical pathology. And so I ended up doing a residency in clinical pathology at Auburn University. But then while I was doing that, I became the faculty advisor for the Shelter Medicine Club. So I've carried on both of those. I became boarded in clinical pathology, and then have kept that shelter medicine up by running Riley County Humane Society for I'm going to say close to a decade. Anyway, so I came after my residency at Auburn. In 2007, I came to K-State. And I've been here on faculty ever since. So yeah, I've actually spoken to the pre-vet club a couple of times over the years, but yeah, so happy to be here, happy to help however I can. That's it. I have lots of pets. I have not gotten you my bio, so I'm sorry, it probably won't be for tomorrow. I apologize for that, but I will get it to you soon.
Yep, that's completely fine. Yeah, Dr. Pullman is going to be a fantastic resource for the club. And the officers met with her last week on Thursday, and we're super excited to have her.
Thank you.
Yep. Okay, So we'll go ahead and get into officer reports. And we'll do that real quick. I wanted to remind everyone, kind of go over active member status, because I know I've been getting a lot of emails about people wanting to join the club and all of that. So for active member status, you have to pay your dues. Don't worry about the $20 a year unless you're going to be coming back next year. It's $20 for the full year, $15 for the semester. I think I've talked to Weston, and I'm pretty sure most, if not all of you, have already paid that. If not, go talk to him, see if he is still taking dues. You must be in attendance and counted for attendance for 60% of the meetings. And then this is the part that I really wanted to remind everyone on. In the past, we've done 3 points per semester, so 6 points total for the year. 1 social, 1 fundraising, 1 community service point. Last semester, we changed that so that it would be a little bit more flexible for everyone to get their points for the year. So now it is officially 4 points total for the entire year. So whatever points you got last semester, plus whatever points you need to make up for this semester. And it can be any combination of social, fundraising, community. So if you want to do 4 community service points, totally fine. You want to do 4 fundraising, totally fine. Autumn, yes. Weston made a Excel sheet. I believe we sent it out to everyone earlier last semester, but we can send it out again in the GroupMe. And it's just a Google Excel sheet that has all of your names, points that you have, and stuff like that. And then, yeah, and then also you guys, yes, Weston will post it. So yeah, any combination, you just, by the end of the semester, this semester, you have to have 4 total points to achieve active member status. And then anybody that reaches active member status, you'll not only get your list that gets sent to the vet school that says that you were an active member in pre-vet club, the dues that you paid, so the $15 or $20, will also pay for your t-shirt that Tristan ordered last week and should be coming soon. So I know everybody's been asking about the t-shirts. We have them ordered. We have paid for them. They are coming. So we will be getting those soon, and we should be getting them out eventually. Hopefully, my plan is, or our plan is, that we're still going to be able to do the Banana Suture Lab at the end of the semester, hopefully. And if we can do that in person, then we'll be passing those out at that meeting. If we can't and aren't able to do the in-person Banana Suture Lab, then we will figure out a different way. But yeah, I just wanted to remind everyone and tell all the new people that we have about active member status, since I know I've been getting quite a few questions about that. So yeah.
So if you haven't already, just put your name in the chat, and that's how I'll count you guys for attendance. And that's how we're going to do it just for the rest of the semester. So anytime you log on in the future, just put your name in and I'll get you guys down.
Also, I've been recording all of the meetings through all of this semester and most of last semester. If for some reason you can't make it to a meeting, it's still the same policy. I'm going to be uploading it onto YouTube. I'll give you guys the link, and you have 24 hours from the time that I upload it and that it's available to you guys to go watch it, and then put your name in the comments of that.
Okay, so we have our first food fundraiser for the semester at Chipotle on March 22nd from 5 to 9 p.m. If you want to do an online order, you just have to make sure that you pick it up between the time that we have our fundraiser, which is 5 to 9, and then make sure you use the code that I put on the PowerPoint, which we can send out in the chat too. And then once you go to Chipotle to order your food, just make sure you say that you are here for Pre-Vet Club, or send them or show them the flyer that we have.
And the way that you're going to get a point is you're going to send a picture of your receipt to either me or Trinity through GroupMe. And we really encourage y'all to like bring friends, and you can post it on your social media and tell other people about it. So for every $10 you spend, you get a point. So like if you bring 4 friends, it's like 4 meals. So then you get 5 points, which could cover all of your points for the semester, basically. And this fundraising money is going to go towards the Suture Lab at the end of the semester. So like it'd be really great if we could all work together and try to get some money raised for the club.
If you are, for the question, technically the rule is you need 4 points for the entire year. If you are just now joining us for the spring semester, you'll need 4 points for this semester. But if you have, or if you didn't get any points last semester, but as long as you had some points from last semester, you just need to make up the difference. So say you had 2 points from last semester, all you need to do is get 2 points for this, to finish it out. Does that answer your question?
Okay, so for the social events, thanks to everyone who came to the Kanza. It was super fun. I'm glad we all got to go on a hike. And then just keep looking at the GroupMe for just social events coming up. I'm planning one, I think the 19th, probably in like the afternoon around like 3. So I'll see what I can get to. I'm going to call the rec and see if we can maybe play like kickball, or like, I don't know if the sand volleyball courts are open yet, but if not, we might go to City Park too. So just keep a lookout on the GroupMe.
Also, I'm sorry, I didn't get a slide in there. So for the community service, we have Hope Ranch coming up on the 20th. So if you want to go and I have not responded to you, it's because my GroupMe is slightly weird and I probably haven't gotten it. So go ahead and DM me again. If you are needing a carpool to Hope Ranch, let me know. If you have seats available to help others carpool, let me know that too, and I can get you guys connected. Feel free to put that just in the regular group chat too. So yeah, that's going on March 20th. And if that goes well, we'll do some more. I believe Jordan's handling the blood drives. And then also for the Vet Med Rocks, their planners or their agendas, if you buy one of those, you can get a community service point as well. So yeah, I believe that's everything for the community service. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm totally happy to answer them.
Okay, and then, all right. I believe that is it. Does anybody have any other questions or need anything clarified? Okay, so I think that's it. All right. All right, if you guys have any questions, just message us on the GroupMe or email us. But other than that, I believe this meeting is over. I know it was a lot more entertaining than the last couple of meetings. So thank you guys for coming, and we'll see you in 2 weeks, okay?